What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Got another package. This is from Game Changer Bait. We're going to check it out right now. Not sure what's inside of it. We'll do it right now. Thanks everyone for watching. As you know, I love bass fishing tackle, and I'm always showing off the latest and greatest. And most of the time, it's the normal brands, the stuff you can find at Tackle Warehouse, things like that. But once in a while, I find a smaller company and some unique stuff. That's what we have here from Game Changer Baits, or Game Changer Bait. Put the link down below. They have some really unique products in here. I saw their website, so some really cool stuff that's kind of some twists on popular favorites, kind of their own way to do it. It's a small company, really good dude runs it, Donnie. So I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna take a look and see what's inside of it. So Game Changer Bait out of Oklahoma. And talking to Donnie, I mean, he's been at it for a long time. So I know that he, won an ICAST award years ago, so he really knows what he's talking about, worked with several different companies. Now he's got this Game Changer Bait. So this is, first thing is kind of just standard. It's a weighted screw lock hook. So nothing, nothing game changing about that, but the other stuff's really unique. I will say that. So this is, I guess, designed to fish some of this stuff. Like this first thing, this is called the Triple Threat Dancing Shad Boogeyman. So there's the package, looks pretty good. And this is a really unique creature bait. I mean, it's very unique. It's, definitely different than anything I've seen. It's kind of a beaver style bait. It's got these appendages, so you can, I'm guessing, flip this. Probably a good skipping bait. Not really sure how I'm gonna use it, but definitely different. Unique bait that's pretty meaty, good looking colors. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So there's a lot of things. It kind of looks like a person in a way without a head. But it's a cool looking bait, kind of flops all over the place. But then there's some cool other baits in here that I did see from the website that are very unique because they're like kind of twist on spinner baits. See, let's start with this guy. So this is the Shaken Shad. So I'll pull this out, but it's basically like a spinner bait with chatterbait slash spinner bait is the best way I can describe it. So it's a spinner bait, but it's got a blade here that's gonna vibrate. So that whole Shaken Shad is what they call it. So it's supposed to put off a lot of vibration. Definitely very unique, good looking color, shad profile. But this thing is this blade right here on the arms is gonna shake and vibrate. So really interested in trying this. It's got a short arm, pretty light wire, so it should have tons of vibration. But yeah, overall that looks very interesting. I'm looking forward to using this. I'm definitely gonna rig it up and fish it very soon because it just seems like a good thing for the fall when they're eating shad. So that is the Shaken Shad. This is how I got in touch with the guy actually, is through a video I did on the Bass Puzzle Grass Piece. This is their version of it. So it looks very similar, same kind of head design. The blade is similar, but also different in a way. The arm is a little bit longer, but this is a alternative to the Bass Puzzle Grass Piece, which is really, really hard to get. This one is made here. This kind of their spin on it. So I'm gonna have to fish this to see how it performs. But I love the Grass Piece. It's a great bait that is kind of a cross between a spinner bait and a chatterbait. And this is their bait called the, I guess I don't know what this one's called, but it's kind of like a Grass Piece. So it doesn't have a tab on it. They also got these weedless wacky hooks in here. So I love a wacky worm. I mean, I'm sure most of you do. So this one is a kale style hook, which is always popular for wacky rigs. It's got a weed guard on there, a metal weed guard. And then the most important thing or most unique thing is this right here, this weight on the shaft of it, so you can fish that wacky rig deeper. It's also, the hook is a little bit bent, I guess for more of a, better hook set. So that's pretty unique right there. It's purposely bent like that just for getting better hook penetration. I know a lot of pros will actually bend their hook slightly inward just to get that same effect and hook more fish. So that already has it ready to go. Now, a couple other things in here, and this is just kind of a sample pack. They have tons more stuff than just this, but this right here is also, I don't know what this is called, but it is it's a triple threat. So it's got 3 arms down here. It's kind of a stick bait with some more appendages. So that is a really unique looking bait right there. And it shakes a bunch. So that's pretty interesting. I'm gonna fish that thing on a Texas rig. I think it'd have a lot of action as it's falling, but pretty cool idea. Now this thing is called the Dancing Shad. So this one's also really unique. I mean, so far I'm impressed with the uniqueness of all their different baits and kind of their approach. But this is a flat bait that looks just like a bluegill. They have a bunch of different colors, but this is basically like printed on there, like a fish image on there. So that is really cool. I'm not really sure the action of that. I think it'd be a good trailer. You can fish it a lot of different ways, but that's really unique. It's a really thin profile, but that looks just like the real thing. So give them some credit for that, because that looks really realistic. Then the last thing I guess is this. This is a small glide bait. This one is called the Glide. So very, you know, simple name for it. Got the brush tail design, you know, the paintbrush style tail. Again, has that printed realistic fish print on it, but it's a smaller glide bait. So pretty cool idea. You could fish this on lighter line and still get that gliding action. Again, we're gonna have to see how this stuff does in the water, but really so far, really like the look of this Game Changer bait stuff. So I just want to give you the heads up of what's out there, and it's cool to see some of these smaller companies with this kind of innovation, I should say. So stay tuned. I'll do a review as I fish this stuff, but so far I'm impressed because it's not the same old stuff, which is really cool. That's something I'm big about, is finding something that's different, and this stuff definitely stands out. Thanks for watching.